chapter and from the ninth. Today we are going to take up the ninth chapter from 9.11 to 9.15 of the slokas. So till now just a recap we'll take. So in the ninth chapter it is the most confidential knowledge. The most confidential knowledge means it is Guhyataram. Guhyataram means the confidential knowledge. The confidential knowledge is given in the chapter 7 and the more confidential is given in the chapter 8 and the most confidential is the ninth and the 10th chapters what we are going to take up means the knowledge what is guhyatara and guhyatamam. Guhyatara is the chapters from 2 to 6, that is we know that we are not this body, we are the spirit soul, that is the knowledge of the spirit soul we have learned in chapter 2 to 6. And in the chapter 7 to 8, it is the Guhyatara, that is the knowledge of bhakti, how we have to propagate our bhakti. And that is more confidential. And now we are reading from the essence. The essence of Bhagavad Gita is in the chapters of 9, 10, 10, where that is the most confidential. That is Guhyatara, what we are reading presently. So in this chapter, the first three slokas gives us the importance of hearing. That is the Stravana. When we want to know about a person, we need to know about the qualities of a person, what he's going to do from morning to evening, what is his routine, everything we know. When we know everything, then we can analyze that this person is perfect. So he'll be speaking in this manner at a particular point of time, or he'll be dealing with his regular issues in this way. So by knowing the person, by hearing about the person, we'll be having a rough idea of the person. After seeing the person, we get the minimum in 60 to 70% of the idea of that person. In the same way as it was in the material field, in the same way in the spiritual also, if we are going to hear the pastimes of Krishna, or if we are going to know when Krishna has appeared and what are his opulences and what are the different kinds of energies he's having, how this material world is created, everything about Krishna, then you can have the idea of how he's going to, what are his activities, and how we have to reach home back to Godhead. So this first first three slokas, they gives us the knowledge how to hear about Krishna. We have to first hear about Krishna so that we can know the activities of Krishna. And from 10 to into from 4th to 10th of the slokas, it gives us the relationship, how Krishna is related to this world, how this material world, the creation of material world, and how it is more. Who is the person who cannot attain Krishna? Hare Krishna, anybody can answer? Who is the person who cannot attain Krishna? What is the main quality?
Who is in passion and ignorance, they cannot attain the Krishna Mataji.
Very good. Hari Bol Prabhuji. And one more point. The main reason.
Who doesn't have the faith, firm faith.
Who doesn't have the faith? Yeah, Hari Bol. Thank you, Prabhuji. And who doesn't have the faith in Krishna? So he doesn't get anything. If he is having little bit Shraddha, as we are in the Zoom meeting, everybody is having the Shraddha of Krishna. Everybody is having little faith in Krishna. So we are hearing this Bhagavad Gita. So to have faith, the person who doesn't have any faith in Krishna, he cannot attain Krishna. If a person is having faith in Krishna, it is very easy to cultivate bhakti so that we can attain Krishna and we can go back to Godhead. You can reach the abode of the God. So this is the main. And also we have learned about different energies of Krishna. See, this material world is created by Krishna, but he is aloof from the nature of this material world. As we know that the spiritual world, if you are going to take the spiritual world as 100%, three-fourth part of this world is of spiritual world and one-fourth is of material world. If you're going to take one part of the one as the whole part of the world, then in that 3/4 part is the spiritual world and 1/4 is the material world. So material world is only 25%, whereas the spiritual world is 75%. So in this way, you know that the two worlds are created by Krishna. Why? What is the need for Krishna to create this material world? Is it necessary for Krishna? Krishna doesn't want any person to do any type of sin. Krishna wants everybody to be very humble. And what are the qualities Krishna is having? Everybody to be equiposed, everybody to be in a good pose, not to do any type of sin. But why he has given this material world? He has given this material world because we as the souls, we have insisted and we have persisted Krishna to give us this material world. So Krishna has given. See, as a father, he doesn't want his child to be getting the burn on his hand. No, as a father, if a child is going to catch the fire, he pulls the child immediately backward. Yes, the same way here also, Krishna doesn't want anybody to do any type of sin. But we as a child, what we are doing, we are persisting. No, I require that. I require that. If a father is there and a child is there, so the child is having the cavities in his tooth. The father unknowingly he may give one time in time a chocolate to the child so that the child eats the chocolate and the child is very much satisfied with that chocolate. And what he says, if he wants more, he will go and he ask his father, I need more. But there the warning from the wife will come. No, 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 the child is having cavities. So no, don't give him one more chocolate. So the warning from the wife means the mother of the child is coming in between. But the father, without knowing also, he can't give the child no because he has to protect because he's having lot of cavities. The cavities have to be taken care, so he must not eat the chocolates. In the same way, this is the thing what is applied in the material world. This is applied to us also. See, Krishna as the supreme father, he does not want us to do any type of sin. Any type of sin means sin is something that we are hurting somebody. It may be our parents, it may be our spouse, it may be our children, or it may be the with the friends, or it may be in the society, in the someone which we disagree with them. First, we disapprove them. So if we are going to hurt somebody, because everybody is having the Paramatma feature, and Krishna is sitting in everybody heart as a Paramatma feature. So when you are going to other person also, don't see the identity. We can see that he is Krishna himself. If we have that glance, we are elevated. But in our material world, now we see the caste and creed and the sex, X and the beauty of the person, we'll be attracted. But it is not that. So what we have to do, we have to elevate ourselves because this material world, because as Krishna is served by different persons in the spiritual world, in the material world also, at that time, when we are serving Krishna in that spiritual world, when that soul sees that, see Krishna, how elevately he's been serving. So why I also want to enjoy the same thing as Krishna. That desire comes from within. That may be by the mercy of the Lord, that may be by due to our past karma, or that may be with some other sukritis or something. If that desire comes, we are just thrown from there to this material world. So this enjoying propensi, see the desire came. So for enjoying this, we want to be in a situation that we need to be very great and we need opulent. And some people around us every time praising us. Somebody is praising, it is very pleasing our ears. If somebody is shouting, no, it will be very disturbing to our ears and mind. So in the same way, we came to this world so that we get lot of praisings. As Krishna is praised by different persons in the spiritual world. We are not Krishna. We are only Anus, but Krishna is Vibhu. Yeah, we may have little bit qualities of Krishna, but we are not equivalent to any way. In whichever the sense you take, and quality wise, we are not never equal to Krishna. Because as a father, he is every time a father. A father. So, in this way, we have to know the different energies that are created, how he's aloof from that energies, and as the example was there, if a person is there, if a person is having a small having a dog, in his house, and if other person is going to come, if his friend is going to visit this, it's but the dog doesn't know, it will go on barking if somebody is going to enter our house. But at that time, the master of the dog, when he says, stop it, the dog will come back wavingly, the same way, here also, when Krishna says to stop, see, the soul, Krishna, and Prakriti are acting. The soul desires, Lord Supreme Krishna approves, and that approval is given by this mother, the nature, that is Prakriti. So when the Krishna says that stop, so the force is stopped here. If Krishna is sanctioning anything, it's going to work. So in the same way, what we are also having when we are going to do anything, it is a sanction from the Lord. So we are doing also a lot of sin here by our words, by taking enmity. We'll be having a lot of discourages. All the black holes of our heart are there. So how we have to clear that? By listening to Bhagavatam, by hearing about Krishna, about the pastimes of Krishna, by taking the association of devotees. Why by taking the association of devotees? It is because in the devotees, when we are listening something around the devotees who are like-minded people, at that time the qualities of that like-minded will also flow with that. So we will also be elevated, because if one person is serving Krishna, the flowers, the other person will think he's serving flowers, so I'll be serving with Tulasi. So there will be mutual understanding. So in the sadhu sangha, there will be mutual understanding. So everybody will be interested in serving Krishna. So in this way, we know that Krishna is the supreme director. How he has created his material energies, how he is, and the difference of the material world and the spiritual world is also known. Material world, it is temporary, it is manifested and unmanifested. Spiritual world is always manifested, but it is unmanifested to our eyes because we can't see that. We can't see with this eyes because they are having only limitations. Whereas Krishna is everywhere, but we can't see because we are not qualified to see him, and we don't have that ability. To get that ability, we are striving. That is sadhana. We are doing a sadhana. That is chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, doing Ekadasi, doing little bit service, hearing of this Bhagavad Gita classes, everything. Because we are having faith in Krishna. And now we know that Lord Krishna is the cause of all the causes. And he is the one who has created this different worlds, and who is this. Now we'll see that who are the person who derived Krishna, and who are the persons who approved Krishna. Yeah, anybody can say that who derived Krishna? Who are they? The four quality number of people are there, no? Who doesn't come to bhakti? Hare Krishna, somebody can answer? Mani
Mata
Prabhu?
Modas,
Yeah. Go
Naradamas,
ahead, Prabhu. Naradamas,
Maya Paharita Jnana,
Maya Pahita Grana,
Asuram Bhava Asrutaha.
Ashrambhava Ashrata. This we have read in chapter 7. And who are the persons who are having lot of faith and surrenderance to Krishna? The other qualities. Kuruhudas.
Ardhar,
Hmm.
Ardhardi,
Ardardi, Ardardi,
Vignashu,
Jignasu,
Jignasu, Jnani, Mokshaka.
Mokshakami. One more.
Jnani,
5 categories. One more. Kevala Bhakta, pure devotees.
pure devotee.
Pure devotees. Okay. These we have seen, no? Now we'll see from 9.10 to 9.15. Here, different types of bhaktas. Who are that? See, Krishna is the supreme director. Means he is the cause of all the causes. Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachitananda Vigraha Anadirade Govinda Sarva Karana Karana. Means he is the cause of all the causes. So, who are the people derived that are called Mudas? So, why they are going to derive? They doesn't agree for Krishna. You have given answer, Murli Prabhu. Go ahead.
Mudas, scientists, philosophers, sense work like a as Mudas.
Yeah, the persons who are working, thinking whole the day for the welfare of their family as their as. So these people are called Mudas. So these people are derived from which knowledge? From the spiritual knowledge and from the transcendental knowledge, the activities of Krishna. So these are the fools who derive. Means these are completely fools. Mudas means they may be having they have done lot of experiments, the scientists, philosopher, different types of philosophy they may write, they may read different types of Vedas also, but they doesn't know the essence of all the Vedas. Then it is only the waste of time. After reading from one page to 100 pages, after reading everything also, then again thinking about the page one means it is a waste of time only, no? Without understanding the page one, if he's going to read up till 100 pages also, without understanding, it is totally the waste of time. The same way, where here also, these mudas, they are spending their total life. See, some scientists are there, they will be spending, they doesn't even have a family life, friend life, everything. They'll be always doing 24 by 7 in their experimental lab only. So, but what is that they require? If that is not sanctioned by the Lord, if they are going to do such a long experiments also, they are not going to be free. If the experiment is completed and he gets some results of that, he has to prepare the thesis and he has to submit to some universities. After when the universities have studied his thesis, and afterwards, if the university gives him the approval, then that can be shared to other people. See, there is a long process, but in this process, he has totally wasted his life. No, it's not that the thesis will be approved as it is. No, there are totally chances of its rejection also, but he gives that much priority. So the waste, it is the total waste of his lifetime. See, why we have entered this human form? Human form is now is given to us. Why human form? Because we are having some intelligence rather than other species of life. There are animals, birds, each and every species, they are doing all the things, but they are derived of that intelligence. That is the consciousness, what a human person. With that consciousness, when we have to think that from where we came, where we have to go. And what is this we have to do in our learning. So that is the manual what we are going to read. No, the manual of Bhagavad Gita we are reading. So in this way, when we are going to do any type of work, then it will be perfectly successful. See, wasting lot of time as if it's a fool's, it is totally the useless life. If he gets the human life or if he gets the ant life, it's one and the same. There is no difference without devotion to the Lord. Now we'll read the slokas from 9.11 to 9.50.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Go ahead, Prabhuji, Mani Prabhu.
Fools deride 9.11. Fools deride me when I present in the human form. They do not know my transcendental nature as the supreme lord of all the beings. 9.12. Those who are thus bewildered are attracted by dynamic, demonic, and artistic views. In that deluded condition, their hopes for liberation, their fruitive activities, and their culture of knowledge are all defeated. O son of Parda, those who are not deluded, the great souls are under the protection of the divine nature. They are fully engaged in devotional service because they know me as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, original and inexhaustible. 9.14. Always chanting my glories, enduring with great determination, going down before me. This great souls perpetually worship me with devotion. 9.15. Others who engage in sacrifice by the cultivation of knowledge worship the Supreme Lord as the one without a second, as diverse in many and in universal form. Everything comes from Krishna. 9.16. But it is I who am the ritual, I the sacrifice, the offering to the ancestors, the healing herb, the transcendental chant. I am the butter and the fire and the offering. 9.17. I am the father of this universe, the mother, the support, and the grandsire. I am the object of knowledge, the purifier, and the syllable form. I am also the Rig, the Sama, and the Yajur Vedas. I am the goal, 9.18. I am the goal, the sustainer, the master, the witness, the abode, the refuge, and the most dear friend. I am the creation and the annihilation, the basis of everything, the resting place, and the eternal seed. 9.19. O Arjuna, I give heat and I withhold and send forth the rain. I am immortality and I am also death personified. Both spirit and matter are me. 9.20. Those who study the Vedas and drink the Soma juice, seeking the heavenly planets, worship me indirectly. Purified of sinful reaction, they take birth on a pious heavenly planet of Indra, where they enjoy godly delights. 9.21. When they have thus enjoyed vast evenly sense pleasure and the results of their pious activities are exhausted, they return to this mortal planet again. Thus, those who seek sense enjoyment by adhering to the principles of the three Vedas achieve only repeated birth and death. 9.22. But those who always worship me with exclusive devotion, meditating on my transcendental form, to them I carry what they lack and I pursue what they have. 9.23. Those who are devotees of other gods and who worship them with faith actually worship only me, O son of Kunti, but they do so in a wrong way. 9.24. I am the only enjoyer and master of all sacrifices. Therefore, those who do not recognize my true transcendental nature fall down. 9.25. Those who worship the demigods will take birth among the demigods. Those who worship the ancestors go to the ancestors. Those who worship ghosts and spirits will take birth among such beings. And those who worship me will live with me.
Enough,
Devotion of
Prabhuji.
Krishna.
Haribol. Enough, Prabhuji. We'll complete this many.
Very good.
Haribol, Prabhu. Thank you. So now we have seen that different types of worshippers of the Lord. Who are the different types of worshippers? The fools. Why these fools? Why I'm saying this fools? No, see if mm, see, after hearing everything, no, after hearing up till now, the God had created different types of this material world and everything. The person who disagrees when the God is born in a human form. Why the God descends? God descends to give deny the miscreants and to give protection for the devotees. Why will be God appearing? Because he needs to kill. Why he only has to come? He can send his different disciples to kill. No, but why he comes? Because he gives the pastimes. If we are not having any pastimes of the Lord, so how can we relish? We can't relish, no. See, if there is no Bhagavad Gita, no Bhagavatam, Nothing of of godly scriptures. Just what will be our world? How will be? It will be just a mechanical sense. We can't release anything because why we came here to enjoy unobstructed, breathtaking happiness, unobstructed spiritual happiness. That is called Brahma Saukyam. Means Brahma Saukyam means every time to be happy. Wherever we may be, whichever may be the situation, we require lot of happiness. For that happiness only we are struggling. See, a person works from morning to night. Right. And after that, what is the relation he is having? He will be releasing only the sexual pressure. Only that will be the routine. But when we are having, that's why God has given all these different types of scriptures. Bhagavad Gita, Gita, different types of Puranas, different Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita, all these different scriptures are written for us by Vedavyas so that we can release the pastimes of the Lord. Without pastimes, we can't be elevated to the godly consciousness. Everything will be in material sense only. As such, the scientists, philosophers, everything, no, they are doing their mechanically, but they are not using their brain. So they are not going for that self realization. Without self realization, I'm not this body, I'm the soul. If you're going to come to that point and if you're going to chant it also, consciousness will be elevated in it. The same way here also, by knowing everything, because Krishna is the superior person, Krishna is the creator, Krishna is the cause of causes, all the things. But when Krishna appears in this world, Krishna appears in this world as the son of Vasudeva and Devaki. At that time, the persons, who are the persons, the Duryodhana, Sishupala, Jaitrata, all these persons, by seeing the personality of Godhead also, they were seeing that Krishna is only a human. But whereas compared to the contrast, if you see Arjuna, all the Pandavas or the Bhishma Pitama, Kunti Devi, everybody, they were seeing, receiving all the godly qualities of Krishna. And they know that Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead. See, the persons who don't know, who feels that the person, Krishna is born in this world, he has descended in this world, but they think that the Krishna is only a human being. Means they doesn't have the faith in God. After knowing all everything also, they doesn't have any time. They are called the fools. Fools who had derived, they are mudas. Mudas means the scientists, the philosophers, different types of people. No, they doesn't. They think that the appearance is ordinary, just like, because just when we are born of this five physical nature, five forms of physical nature. So in this way, when you see Lord Krishna was also born to Devaki and Vasudeva. Devaki and Vasudeva, it is the different story. Lord was born in the four-handed form to Devaki and Vasudeva. Yeah, because see, in Devaki also, at the time when Krishna was going to born, all the six sons of Devaki, all the seven sons of Devaki, six sons were killed, and the seventh Balram was transferred by Yogamaya, yeah, potency to Rohini. To Rohini, Inimata, so that the Rohini was having the son Balram. And the eighth son was the Vasudeva Krishna. So at that time when Krishna was born, he was not in a small baby form. He was in a 6 feet Vishnu Avtara, Narayana. 6 feet with four hands, club, everything. After giving the boons to Vasudev and Devaki, and after saying that, wait, when you were in the past, when Devaki and Vasudev were there in the past life Sutapa only. At that time, they had prayed for nearly 10,000 years to get the son of get the same son as Lord Vishnu or Lord Narayana. But at that time, the Lord Narayana was pleased. He has given the boon that he will appear 3 times in there. So Sutapa was there. That time Sutapa, the first time, is time Krishna was born to them. In the second time also, he was born as Vamana Dev. And in the third time, this is Devaki and Vasudev. The third time he was born as Krishna. And Krishna and this Vishnu has given them the boon that hear my pastimes and you become elevated and you come to my abode. After giving them the boons also, after having lot of prayers from Vasudev and Devaki, then this Lord Vishnu, who was in the four-handed form, he got transferred to two-handed form, baby of Krishna. The baby of Krishna, he was wearing, he was having the Srivatsa Mar, he was wearing earring, Vaijayanti, Mala, all the Makara Kundalas, different ornaments. See, a boy cannot be born with the ornaments, no, but it is that God has appeared. For this, who think that this is the incarnation of Lord? For them, everybody is a devotee. The person who thinks that the brawn and as Krishna was brawn, he brawn in the in to Devaki and Vasudev as normally as a human being. For them, they are the fools. It's a two-way in there because God is unbrawn. He's Aja. So all these different types of that, no. So these fools, these persons, or the moodas, if you can say that, they are the moodas because they doesn't know that Krishna is the supreme Ishvara, the supreme controller. And the how is the Lord body? How is the Krishna's body? It is Sachitananda Vigraha. Sachitananda Vigraha means every time it will be in bliss, eternal bliss. So it's not like a common man. And also we know that Daivi Hesha Gurunamayi. If a soul is surrendered to Krishna, he can get out of this material energy. But you see, if for example, if a person is drowned in a well, he needs the other person to come out of it. No, if you think the person is Krishna, he can come out immediately. No, he doesn't. He requires anybody, any help to come out of the well? Nothing, no. So the person, when the person thinks that they are this foolish people or the moodas. So what is the knowledge they are lacking? They know all the material knowledge. The scientists, philosophers, they know all the material knowledge. But what they are lacking? They are lacking in their transcendental knowledge and the confidential activities of Krishna. What are the confidential activities of Krishna? Different types of energies of Krishna. Bhumi, Ano, Vayu is there. No, different types. They are the different energies of me. And how is the body of Krishna? It is completely bliss and knowledge. And we know that Krishna is the supreme proprietor. He is the person. Only Vishnu Tattvas can award this liberation. No other tattvas can advance liberation. All this all this material energy and material creation, everything is created, but he is aloof from it. These are the activities of Krishna. This is the main knowledge which these moodas are lacking. So in this way, these moodas are lacking everything. But who is the person who knows all this? That is a pure devotee. A pure devotee already knows everything contradictory to moodas. The pure devotee knows all this. Krishna is Aja and he is inexhaustible. And he is the supreme personality. He is the eternal person where we have to reach. Krishna is eternal. The soul with Krishna is also the relationship with Krishna is also eternal. So these are the qualifications that are required. And he has a steady mind in that. The pure devotee is having steady mind. He doesn't deviate from anything. So he is called the pure devotee. So all this knowledge, whatever the knowledge, Krishna is the supreme person. Krishna is the proprietor. So Krishna is the supreme controller. Krishna's body is Sachitananda Vigraha and all Krishna's activity it is. Confidential activities and different energies. Everything. This knowledge is everything known. Krishna only can award liberation. All this knowledge is known by his pure devotees. That is Ananya Bhakta or Mahatmas. So these are Mudas and these are pure devotees. Now we know these Mudas are here and pure devotees. Now we'll see what is the result of this Mudas and what is the result of this pure devotees. What are the results of this Mudas? Where they are going to go? Hare Krishna, somebody can answer?
Mudas will go any one of the 14 planetary system.
No. No. Wrong understanding, Prabhu.
Or
See,
84 types.
Mudas, just a moment, I'll give you the answer. See, Muda doesn't have any type of faith in Krishna. If they are not having any type of faith in Krishna or any type of demigods also, they can't go to other planets. Okay. I told Mudas means specifically scientists and philosophers. No. So these philosophers, what they write the philosophy, they stand by that. So they don't agree that they are atheist. You can also say them as atheist. They don't believe in God. If they don't believe in God, they can't go to demigod planets. No. They will just be rotating in the cycle of birth and death. You got this point, subtle point, Prabhu?
Yes, Mataji.
Very good. Thank you. So now these mudas, what is the destination as they will be decremented. So they will be coming to downward species. Lower species means the animal, the bird species. They may be coming to downward species. And also they'll be rotating in the birth and death cycle in this material world, these fools. Because of what qualities? Because of they are having demonic qualities. What are the demonic quality? They lack the faith in Krishna. And they disapprove that God is there. Everything is prepared by humans only. Everything is running by humans only. So now the Mudas, what they say? They disagree. They disagree. If somebody is going to praise the Lord in the form of a deity worship also, they say that it is a waste of time. Why you can use that time in doing experiments? So they refuse. They refuse the worship of God. They refuse everything. So we can say them as one category of atheist. So if a person is going to disrespect Lord Krishna, what will be their activity? They are demonic in nature and they are atheist. So there is no hope for liberation. So, what will be there? The fruity activities will be also defeated and they'll be falling again into the life and death cycle. So, they may be also called as Duratmas. See, this is the other word. Duratmas. Means they don't have faith in Krishna, they disrespect Krishna. See, Mudas are the scientists. And this scientist, what will be their activity? They disrespect Krishna, no? The persons. Because there are different types of worshippers, no? The worshippers who disrespect Krishna, they are called Duratmas. Kindly have a note of this. The worshippers who disrespect Krishna. Different types of worshippers, no? So the persons who disrespect Krishna are called Duratmas. Means they are bewildered because they are bewildered and they are in the type of ignorance. They are thrown in the dark well of ignorance. So again we know that these demonic missiles, they never surrendered to Krishna, so they never come out of that. One thing is they take shelter of if they are not going to take shelter of Krishna, what they are going to take shelter? They are going to take shelter of Maya or the external energy of Krishna. They are never surrendered to Krishna. What is their destiny? They'll be in the repeated birth and cycle and they'll be falling to the lower species. Why? Because they are deluded from the real knowledge. They are deluded from the real knowledge. So their destiny is repeated birth. So now we have seen that who are Mahatmas. The pure devotees are called Mahatmas because they are having already the protection of the Supreme Person. Supreme Person means Lord Krishna. They know that Krishna is the original person. He may be he is in the two-handed form, and they are always interested in serving Lord Krishna. So these are the various signs of these Mahatmas. And after knowing these signs, what are the symptoms of a Mahatma? What are the symptoms? He'll be always engaged 24 by 7 in the glories of Lord Krishna. And he'll be always interested in his personal form of Krishna. See, as we are having a form, our grandparents will be having the form. Grand foreparents are also having the form. No. The grand foreparents, grandparents are Lord Krishna. He's the original creator. So he is also having the form just like us, the two-handed. So these Mahatmas will be always attached to the personal form. The personal form is called Sham Sundara form of Krishna. And how will be their determination? Their determination will be every time to be in the association of the Lord with different rasas. See, some will be in Dasya rasa, some will be in Madhurya rasa, some will be in Vatsya rasa, so some will be in Shanta rasa. All different rasas will be there. In that, they wanted to associate only with the God. So, how we can be indeterminate in this material world by following the fasting of Ekadasi and following the different appearance days and disappearance days of different acharyas in our Parampara. And following the four basic rules that are given by Srila Prabhupada, we can also get the same determination as the Mahatmas were having. And one more, the main thing the Mahatmas will be doing is always they will be bowing before Lord Krishna. Whenever there is a time, they will always bow down. Because when we are bowing down, all our ego will be diminishing. When we bow against other person, our ego will be diminishing. So only thing is when we have to take the guidance from the spiritual master and every time bowing to Krishna, giving obeisances to Krishna, and every time working for Krishna in devotion. Whatever you do, you are working for Krishna. If it is for your family also, first you are working first before starting the work, you say Hare Krishna. I'm doing for Krishna, do it. So it will be every time it will be successful. In that time only, every time. Then how can we develop these Mahatma features? It is by the association of different devotees. It is by the association of different Mahatmas we can also develop these symptoms. So we have learned this who are the fools, where they are going to go, and who are Mahatmas, where they are going to go. Mahatmas will be going to the abode of Lord Krishna. What is the destiny of Mahatmas? They go to the abode of Lord Krishna. So now we know these two sets because these two are different contrasts. So I have given them as the flow. Now Krishna is saying different types of jnanis are there. Who are the jnanis? The persons who are interested in cultivating knowledge about Krishna or the spiritual knowledge. Spiritual knowledge is nothing but Krishna consciousness only. So indirect worshippers are there. So we know no different types of worshippers. One persons they will be praying to directly to Krishna, other people will be doing to demigods, that is the indirect direct worship. That is, they will be worshipping to Lord Shiva, Lord Ganesha, Lord Parvati. So they are the different demigods are the only the post. They'll be having only little bit power, which is sanctioned by the Supreme Lord Krishna. So when the power is over, it will be detached. They can't give you more than what they require. As we can have no those the Hiranyakashipu was there, no? Hiranyakashipu was is a demon, but he wanted to defeat Hari. So what he has done, no, he has done lot of penance for Lord Brahma to appear. When Lord Brahma appeared, he asked for immortality. Then Brahma said, I am only not immortal because I can't give you. So then he said he had given lot of rules. I must not die in the daytime and nighttime. I must not die inside the house, outside the house. I must not be dyed by any type of any type of weapons, astras or shastras. I must not die by human beings. I must not die by animals. So different conditions. At that time, Brahma has also agreed. So see what is there in their hands as a demigods. They will give that rules. But what happened later? Later, Hiranyakashipu was having the son the Prahalad, and Prahalad was the pure devotee of Lord Vishnu. So at that time, what happened? Lord Narsimha, as asked by as Hiranyakashipu was giving different steps of suffering to Prahlad Maharaj. Prahlad Maharaj was coming mean very heartily because he has having lot of faith in Lord Vishnu because he's the protector. He'll take care. So when Prahlad was thrown in a forest and he was having to stumble by the trunks of the elephants also, this elephant has not stumbled now because Prahlad was seen to the elephants as a lion. So the elephants ran away. When this Prahlad was thrown in the fire, here in the Holika. Holika is the sister of Hiranyakashipu, and she was having a boon that if she is going to have that shawl, she had got a boon from one of the sages. If she is going to keep one shawl and she will be in the fire also, nothing is going to happen to her body. If the shawl is run off, her body will become into ashes. So in that way, what happened? No, this Prahlad was given a chance that he has to sit in the lap of Holika. But unfortunately, the shrug was opened and Holika became into ashes, but Prahlad got nothing, even a strike of his hands. That is the protection that is given by the Lord. So in this way, different steps of different struggles of Prahlad were over. At last, Lord Narsimha came and he has purged the Hiranyakashipu. He's sad because the Lord is so merciful that whatever the Brahma has given the boons, he had completed that. He had sitting on the gateway of the door, not inside, not outside. He must not die in the air or flight. So he kept the Hiranyakashipu on his lap. So in that way, the Lord has given because all whatever the devotees are going to bestow to others, that will be fulfilled by the Lord. So in that way, different persons will be there, different worshippers are there. So here, Lord is going to into say the different worshippers of Gyanis. In Gyanis also, there are three types of Gyanis. The three types of Gyanis are, one is Ekatvena. Ekatvena means the Gyani will think that he is God and Lord Krishna is also God. He will be in oneness. These Gyanis will go only up till the Brahmajyoti feature. What is the destination of Ekatva? They can go only up to the features of Brahmajyoti. Next is that next Gyani. Next Gyani is Pratakvena. Pratakvena means he concordates the Supreme Lord. He knows that Supreme Lord is one and these demigods are the post. But he worships the demigods and the Supreme Lord. So two different types. This we'll be discussing in the next slokas. And now we are also discussing about the third type of Gyani. The third type is Vishwatamukha. Vishwatamukha means he accepts the Supreme Personality as the universal form. See, as the universal form is shown to Arjuna. That is Vishwarupa. So, in this, all the three, the persons who are the best, everybody is best. See, everybody can't be best. So, Vishwatamukha means universal form is only for the temporary. It doesn't have any type of abodes like Rama is having Ayodhya abode, but Krishna is having Goloka Vrindavan. Like that, this Vishwarupa is not having any abode. Who are the prayers of Vishwarupa? They will be also entangled here only because they don't know the actual essence. So, and Pratikvena means the worshippers of the demigods. The worshippers of the demigods, they can go up till the demigod planet. They can't go above that. Ekatvena, they can go only up to the Brahmajyoti feature of the god. They say that Aham Brahmasmi. I am the one, I will go up till the oneness feature. Oneness feature is the Brahmajyoti feature of the Lord. So these three different types of jnanis are there. Means although they worship themselves as one with the Supreme, because they doesn't have at least sense that they are in the material body, but they know only the spiritual. But they also know that they are the spiritual soul. So, but all these types, who are the greatest? Now you know this four types of Sukritas are there, three types of Gyanis are there, Mahatmas are there. So in this, all this, who are the great?
Kevala
Can
Bhakta.
anybody say? Kevala Bhakta are the Mahatmas are the greatest person. Why? Because they are the pure devotees. So now Krishna will be discussing using different types of devotees, how they are going to think. See, Krishna can be recognized in universal form. That is Vishwatomuka or the Vishwarupa. But Krishna is there. So when we know the actual straight path, why we want to go to take ups and downs? We doesn't like, no. When there is a lift from first floor to 10th floor, we'll go in lift only, no. If there is no lift, you have to take the stairs. But some people are there, they want only the stairs because they are accustomed to that. They don't want to go for lift. So who are there? And what are their activities? We'll see now. See, some people know they want to do that ritualistic sacrifices will be there, obligations will be there. See, obligations means no. Some Vedic sacrifices like Jyotishma, everything, think they will be doing according to different types of Vedas or Smriti Vedas. Smriti means the written form. Sacrifices for different demigods will be there, no? So they'll be doing that. And they'll be doing that offerings to Pitraloka because Pitrus need to be blessed so that we get good sons and their health and prosper everything. So they'll be doing different with this five material elements. That is the fire obligations. And they think that these everything are separate energies of Krishna. So these people are there. So these people, they think that there is separate energies of Krishna. But we know that when Father is one, Father is a person like us, and we are one, then we need to have differently. Everything we need to take in a relationship. No, because Krishna is there. Krishna is the father, and the mother is the Prakriti, and we are the children. Yeah. So in this way, if you are going to think that father, mother, grandfather, everything is a creation, we are the parts and parcels of Krishna. There is nothing to be known. But what will happen? No, here Krishna is also giving different terms in Vedas. See, he says that Omkara is the Veda mantra. Means Om, the symbol. The symbol Om represents Krishna only. All the Vedas, all the hymns, they start with Om. Whichever the deity worship, if you say also Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. We are starting with Om in the prayers also. If we are going to say any type of demigods also, starting will be Om. Means it is representing Krishna. Krishna means it is imprinting the supporter. Who is the supporter? Krishna only, no. Who is the purifier? The subject matter must be purified, no. If you are going to give obeisances also, obeisances in the fire sacrifice also, they'll say first Om. So that the material point, what you're catching, it must be purified. The dhatu means the different types of physical objects, no? They are called dhatus. So that has to be purified by saying the syllable Om. So who is Om in the Vedas? Lord Krishna himself. So when we know that Krishna is the eternal cause and cause of everything, he is the ultimate goal. He is the Paramagati. Who is the Paramagati? If you are going to go near different demigods or to perform different rituals also, so you are going to do with Krishna's only. Om means Krishna. So you can also know that Krishna is the Paramagati. But different people, no, different worshippers are there. The worshippers of gods. They think that they are the different emojis. If you are going to pray to a demigods also, it is an indirect worship to Krishna only. If you are going to pray to Krishna, it is direct worship. If you are going to if you know that Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead, and different posts are there that are for the demigods. So if you see that, that is the indirect approach. But better approach is to go directly to Krishna. If you want, if it is material or if it is spiritual, whichever, elevator is better not to go to 10th floor rather than a staircase. So direct elevation. As a devotees, we know directly. Then who is resting? See, Krishna is resting. Krishna's energy. See, they are different planetly, but Krishna is the sustainer of all the planets now, because he is the support to everything. Krishna is master of everything, and everything is within him. He is within everyone's heart. Krishna is within everyone's heart as a Paramatma feature. Where what is his residence? Residence, he's having different country in trees, he's having different residences. The God is everywhere. Wherever you're going to speak about Harikatha, wherever you're glorifying Hari, wherever you're chanting the names of Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, there the God is there. So everywhere. He's not only in the abode, he's in the heart of his devotees. Where is the Lord? Lord is in the heart of his devotees. So we sometimes call Brahma as also Bhagavan. We sometimes call Lord Shiva as also Bhagavan. Why? Because Lord Shiva will be always meditating on Sankarshana or the Ram. He'll be always meditating upon Ram, no? Sri Rama Rama Rameti Mano Rame 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 Sahasranama Satchulyam Rama Namam. Every time he'll be every time conscious about Vishnu Tattva. So all the things, because even Brahma, Vishnu, everybody, they are the supporting eating hands for Lord Krishna. And everyone who takes shelter of Krishna, they are free from all type of distress. And he is the cause of all the different generations. And he is the Suruhuta, means he is the best friend of each and everyone. See, we may be having the closest of the friends, but up till certain limit only we can. But after certain limit, we need to depend upon others. That is the Lord itself. So from now onwards, we can take Lord as a best friend, because Arjuna was the best friend of Krishna. So Arjuna was getting this knowledge, and he's eligible to get this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. So Krishna has said this. So differently. And also we know that there are different stages, advancing stages, because some people may know only up till spirit, up till matter and spirit. Matter is different and spirit is different, but they doesn't know what is this immorality, what prolongs the duration of life. Immortality means it prolongs the duration of life. They may be different. See, different planetary system, different durations. But the main aim, the Paramagati is Lord Krishna himself. So this is what we have to know, that Vishwatomukha means different, because they will be always worshipping different demigods. That is indirect worship. These 2 points must be very clear. And next we'll be coming to Pratvena. Pratvena means they will be worshipping. This Vishwatomukha is an temporary thing. They doesn't have any type of abodes in the Golaka Vrindavan or anywhere. That is only the temporary feature that is shown to Arjuna, for confining that Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead. If somebody is coming near you and he's saying he's the supreme personality of Godhead, naturally you can ask him the question, show your Vishwarupa. This is the simple basic question what we can ask. If you're God, you show your Vishwarupa. If he's going to show you the Vishwarupa, then you can admit that he is the God. Okay. Now we are coming to Pratikvena, means the indirect worship, the demigod worshippers. See, demigod worshippers worship Krishna also, but they worship indirectly. They will be what they will be doing in these demigods. They will be reading Vedas. They will be drinking that the juice called Soma juice, and they will be in the heavenly planets. These demigods, but these demigods they are purified by their sinful reactions. Why? Because they they have taken the birth in the pious heavenly planets. Pious heavenly planets means the Svargaloka. So in that way, what will happen? But there also there is a repeated birth and death is there. See how if you are having account balance of 1 lakh rupees. So after when you have and so you are having account balance of 1 lakh rupees, so you have checked in a hotel. So you stayed nearly for 3 days. After 3 days, your account has minimized to zero. At that time, if you have paid this 1 lakh in advance and your advance is over, the next day the doorkeeper will come and ring your bell and he'll say, you need to check out of this hotel because whatever your payment is there, you're over. If you want to stay again, just pay me again. They'll say no. The same way, if you are going to have your pious and impious activities, because everything is noted, everything is witnessed by our Paramatma feature. So if you are alone also, if you are doing any type of sin, no, you will see that nobody is here. So I'm very, very happy. But there are 16 directions and 16 persons, and the Paramatma feature is always witnessing you when you are doing anything wrong. It is for a devotee to have every time the conscious that every time Lord Krishna is watching you. If you are being in that state, no, you won't do any type of sinful activities. But it's difficult, but we have to practice through different stages. To say it is very easy, but I'm also struggling because I'm only unable to follow it. So what will happen? No, different types, shapes, different plans. What will happen? No, if your pious activities are there. So your pious activities has come down to zero, you will again fall to this earthly planet. You have to take again the life of a life, and you have to again get your pious so that you can go to this heavenly planets. So different. So, but there are different people are there. No, the source of all is the perfect knowledge. Who is the source of all?
Lord Krishna.
Lord Krishna is the source of everything. If he is the source of Vedas, he says Vedanta Krit. So all this, every time, if in the heavenly planets, if the pious activities are exhausting, if your heavenly pious activities are exhausting, then you have to come to this fairy wheel. As a giant wheel, the cycle of birth and death is there, no? That way you have to repeat. So that to go to higher planets also. So, how will these unalloyed devotees remain there? Unalloyed devotees, where they will be? In the association of Lord Krishna. If a devotee is there, some people maybe be becoming very, very good devotees, but their only desire will be to associate with the Lord. They will be always associated, eagerly associated to get even a single moment with Krishna, unable to live without Krishna for a single moment. That is the Ananya Bharata. They will be fully in the trance and the relationship with Krishna. Means it may be due to yoga or due to anything, but they always say that avashyata rakshite Krishna. At any moment of time, Krishna is there to protect me, and nothing is going to happen me in whatever the situation. See, our Guru Maharaj is there now, Jayapataka Swami Guru Maharaj. He's suffering from lot of disabilities of his body, but he's giving lots and lots of preaching work for Krishna because he knows that Krishna will take all the responsibility. Krishna is there to protect him. So he does what Krishna likes. What Krishna likes to preach to others, to hear the glories of Krishna, to chant the Hare Krishna Maha mantra, to do all the spiritual activities, to build different temple, so that different people will become coming there and they'll be doing chanting. Chanting. See, here Krishna doesn't want any type of initiation or anything, but Krishna wants everybody to hear this Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, different scriptures so that they can release. The people can release and enjoy the pastimes of Krishna. So different. They know that Krishna is the supremacy. That is Adipurusha. No? And the people who doesn't have different people, different demigods. They are attracted by their. See, analogy here is, if you are going to into what are the roots of a plant, the plant will be shining brightly because the food is distributed, it is created to, and the tree will be flourishing. Whereas that only, if you are going to water the leaf, the plant will be there, the plant will die immediately. The same way, when you are taking food, it goes to the stomach only. It's not going to all other parts of your body. But after your stomach is fulfilled, it nourishes all the parts of your body. Yeah, the same way the proper method is to go to Krishna directly. And also different, and we have to know that Krishna is the only enjoyer and the master of sacrifice. Different sacrifice whoever is doing also, it has to be inculcated to Krishna only. Yajnarthi karmano naitra. So in this way, when you are going to do any type of yajna, it has to satisfy Lord Vishnu. So if Lord Vishnu is sacrificed, the yajna will be completed. In that way, different types of Vishnu means yajna. If you are going to do little bit sacrifices, is Lord Vishnu will be pleased. Lord Vishnu is pleased. All the what are the benefits you wanted to get, you will get. Means if one is a conclusion is that if one is going to have all type of material real desires also, it is better to worship Lord Krishna rather than different demigods. Why different demigods? Because if Krishna is like a father, no, if you are going to walk on the route, if they are you need little bit hurdles, no, he'll give that hurdle so that you'll definitely come and reach home back to Godhead. But in case of demigods are there. See, demigods are not like your father and mother. See, demigods are just like a guidance. As a guide, what they will do, they can guide you. The same way, these demigods, no, because they are having lot of power, but because they require that power to be because they are serving the Lord in different relation. If a soul is there, a soul wants something, anything material, if he is going to do little all the sacrifices and he's going to please the demigods, at that time the demigod will give whatever the soul wants. If the soul is going to degrade to lower planets also, these guidance they doesn't isn't have any type of control because they are eligible. If they are satisfied, they will give off all the boons. That's it. There is nothing that no, this person will be falling down to lower species, so I must not give. They doesn't have that because they are only the guiders. They'll guide you the way. It is your wish you take the guidance or you don't take the guidance. Just like so, it is better to worship directly than indirect worship. But everybody cannot be elevated to that region, so there'll be indirect worship. There'll be different studies of Vedas are going on in Rig Veda and other different Veda, and some people will be performing different types of sacrifices also. So why we must worshiping? See, we can say that worshipping any form. Why we are saying specifically Krishna only? Worshipping any form or any path leads to the same goal. Is it so? Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Mani Prabhuji, can you refute this statement?
Yes, Mataji. Repeat, Mataji.
Worship of any form or any path leads to same goal. Is it so?
No, it
No.
cannot be.
See, for example, if I want to reach from Hyderabad to Mumbai, I have to take a flight from Hyderabad to Mumbai only. I can't take a flight from Hyderabad to Chennai and from Chennai to other state and other state, then coming to Mumbai. Is this a indirect method? No, but reaching the same goal. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So destination doesn't depend. No, Where we need, the destination is important, and the way what we are going is also important. So worshipping any form. If I'm going to worship Lord Ganesha to give lot of knowledge so that I can be speaking fluently in Sanskrit, then that can be possible by Lord Ganesha, and that is even possible by Lord Krishna. So with whom I have to go? With whom I have to worship? The direct worship or the indirect worship?
Direct worship.
Mani Prabhu?
Yes, Mataji, direct worship.
Direct worship. Okay. Means Krishna can give you everything. Then why to go to the sub hands? So we can directly go. Whatever the material desires are there, we can directly go to Lord Krishna. But the path of Krishna consciousness and the path of different demigods, they both are different. But you can't say that the two different ways, but the goal is one. The goal is also different. Because devotional service means the sublime process. That is, we can just chant Hare Krishna and we can go back to Godhead. There is nothing so important that you have to serve Krishna 24 by 7. You can do all your prescribed duties. In that way, you can accumulate like minimum of half an hour or 1 hour time in hearing the glories of the Lord, and we can be glorified and we can go back to Godhead within a stipulated period of time. It is nothing that we have to go in different forms only. We need to go for demigod worship. After that, see, in demigod worship, what will happen after the pious activities are over? You are going to fall down to lower species, or you are going to fall down to earth. Again, you have to collect the pious results. Then you can again take birth in the heavenly planets. If it is towards, if some soul is more accustomed towards his forefathers, he may go up till the forefathers only, forefathers loka, that is Pitru Loka. Again, after exhausting all the impious activities, again he will come back to this Bhuloka only. So wherever they go, there is immediately back bending, because all the, if your 1 lakh rupees are over, the hotel in a hotel, the hotel person will kick you out of that hotel. No, the same way here also, if you are going for different planetary system, if your pious credit is finished, they will just throw you out from there. So it is better to have an eligibility to go for Krishna and to go to Godhead, to go to Goloka Vrindavan, not to go for indirect worships. So different worships, different. And I'll give you the more clarity of Ekatvena. That is, the Gyanis who are there, they will think, no, they are in oneness. They will go only up till the Brahmajyoti feature. That I will give you the clarity in 12th sloka, in the 12th chapter, so that you will get lot of clarity. From first in the 12th chapter, from first to 5 slokas, it compromises of Ekatvena in only. Ekatvena means the persons who think they are in oneness with the Supreme Lord, and the destination is Brahmajyoti. So these three different types of Gyanis and three different destinations. Have you understood, Prabhuji and Mataji? Is it clear today?
Yes, Mataji, it's clear.
Any doubts? Any takeaways?
Today we seen different types of bhaktas, like fools.
You must not say fools, Prabhu. I have said that fools derive means that are moodas, Prabhu.
Yes,
For
Mataji.
easy understanding, I have given you that fools.
Yes, Mataji. Unaccepted spiritual happiness. This one.
Yeah, unexpected. Huh? Unobstructed spiritual happiness, that is Brahma Saukhyam.
Brahma
Because
Saukya.
whatever the happiness we are having in this material world, no, that is temporary. For a moment, if my husband had brought me a beautiful necklace, I'll be seeing that and I may be happy for 1 or 2 days. After 2 days, no, it doesn't come to that remembrance only. Again, we'll be in our natural flow, no? So we doesn't remember that happiness. That happiness will be over. Again, we'll be searching for newer happiness and new desires.
For the Mudas, you told one example. This scientists and philosophers,
Yes.
they know only material knowledge, and they don't know the transcendental knowledge. And the results of Mudas, they will go lower species only.
Yeah, they will go live auspicious.
Yeah, they refuse worship of God.
Mm.
No hope for the liberation.
No hope for liberation. Because they take the shelter of
Yeah,
Maya.
they disrespect Krishna.
There is respect Krishna and they are having this demonic and atheistic view for Krishna.
Yes.
And they take shelter of Maya. If they are not taking shelter of Krishna, they are taking the shelter of Maya.
Yeah, they are bewildered and they will they are ignorance. They have the ignorance.
Yes, they are ignorant.
And
One more word I
Mahatma,
told, no?
this
In
one.
Buddhas, I told you one more word.
Lake in
Duratmas.
fight of Krishna.
Yes, I didn't get you, Prabhu.
Lake in fight of Krishna.
Just repeat one more, no?
Lake in fight of Krishna.
Like, faith,
Lack of
lacking faith.
fight, madam. Lack
Okay.
of fight, madam. No.
Lack of faith in Krishna. Yes.
Krishna is not.
I didn't get you, Prabhu. That's.
Okay. This man, and also we seen today Mahatma. Pure
Yeah.
devotees called Mahatma.
Yeah.
They are called Kevala Bhaktas.
Kevala Bhaktas also. Ananya Bhakta, Kevala Bhakta, Mahatmas.
Engaged,
How,
they are
how
engaged
we
in
can become
glories of
Mahatmas, Prabhu? How we can become Mahatmas?
we have to chant Krishna.
Chant Hare
Engaged
Krishna.
of Krishna. Yeah, engaged in glories of Krishna.
Listening glories of
Faith in
Krishna.
Krishna. We have to have the faith in Krishna.
Okay. Faith in Krishna. You're forgetting the most important point. Association of devotees. Sadhu Sangha.
Chanting, Maharaj.
No, chanting you have said Sadhu Sangha. Association of devotees. In the association of
This is
devotees, all the devotee qualities will be elevated.
yes.
And
They
three
will go
different
to
types.
the abode of Lord Krishna. This
Yeah.
Mahatmas and
Yeah.
different type of dhyani today we see.
Mm.
Ekatvena and Atvatena Viswatomuga.
Vishwatomukha. Yeah. Ekatvena means?
Ekatvena means destination is up till Brahma Jyoti.
Yeah, destination is Brahma Jyoti and he thinks Eka means oneness. Eka means oneness. Oneness with the Lord. Pratikvena means with devotees. Worship the Supreme Lord with devotees. Vishwatomukha, universal form.
Once again, Maharaj, please explain this Ekatvena and Atvatena and Viswatomuga.
See, Ekatvena means oneness.
Uh-huh.
He feels that he and the Supreme Lord are oneness. So, what is his destination? He will go up till only the effluence of the Lord, Brahmajyoti. Okay. Pritvena. Pritvena means diversity. Supreme Lord with all the demigods, he will be doing indirect worship. Vishwatamukha means he will be doing the worship of this universal form. Simple sentence. Universal form. Vishwatamukha means the universal form.
Yes.
Worships. He worships Krishna in the universal form. And in Pratvena, he worships Krishna in the demigods form, different
Yes,
demigods. In
yes,
oneness means he worship me in, he thinks that he is also God and he is worshipping God. Aham Brahmasmi means I am also God, you are also God. That is
yes.
Ekatvena.
Mhm.
And Krishna is known in different types of Vedas in Om, and he's the master, sustainer, he's the shelter, everyone, differently. I've given different examples of that, no? All that examples. When the piety of a person gets away, where he'll be falling from, from different planets.
Oh, sorry, Mataji.
When the piety of a person is there, if the piety of the person is exhausting, where he falls from different planets.
He will
Where
fall
he
down
are,
to material world.
he will fall down to the Buloka or the earth.
Yes. Ah,
Or if his piety is more decreased, he may go for the lower species of life.
no, sorry.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hari Bol.
Krishna is only enjoyer and the master of sacrifice.
Yes.
And that is you told this Adi Purusha.
Yeah. Because he is the
Uh,
creator of this material world
um,
as Trirupa Vishnu. You know, no?
yes, ma'am.
Garbhodakshaya Vishnu. Yeah. Trirupani Vishnu. What is the wrong way of worshipping Krishna?
Wrong way of worshipping Krishna, ignorance and this bewilder. Uh,
Yeah, ignorance, bewilderment. By ignorance and bewilderment, whom we worship? We worship
indirect
different demigods.
demigods.
We worship different demigods. That is the wrong way of worship. What is the every time what we have to worship? We have to worship direct way. I have given the example of lift and in the staircase.
Yes, ma'am.
How we can satisfy Krishna?
By chanting.
By chanting, okay. Next,
By
by doing
keeping,
sacrifices of Ekadasi, by giving all our
Yeah.
results to Krishna.
Yes, ma'am.
Everything, whatever we are doing, it is for satisfaction of Krishna.
Yes,
That way we can satisfy Krishna. All our acts, whatever we do, it's meant for Krishna to satisfy. We are thinking that we are going to satisfy Krishna. If a soul is going to into Pitruloka, so it will be staying there forever. Mani Prabhu,
yes, Mataji.
if a soul is there, if it is going to Pitruloka,
Okay.
it is going to stay forever there.
Uh, but they can go to Vishnu Loga by chanting.
Huh? No,
By chanting,
Prabhu,
yeah.
just listen to me. If a soul
Yeah.
is there,
Yes.
okay, a soul has done little pious activities, so it went to Pitrulokas. Pitruloka means the
Yes.
forefathers. There,
Okay.
the soul can stay forever. It
No,
can stay
they
or
will
it,
go. They will come back to death and birth circulation.
after exhausting the pious activities, they have to come back to earth.
Yes.
So, Prabhu, you have understood to 90% totally, I think so.
Hare Bol.
Thank you.
Hare Bol, Prabhu. So next we'll be seeing how we can develop our pure devotional service. We have Sneha only have a glimpse of this Mahatmas, no? So from next 26 to 234, we'll be seeing how there will be a glimpse of this. The glories of Krishna Bhakti we'll see. How these pure devotees will be glorifying, what will be their activities, how they will do, and how we have to do. We'll see it practically in the next class. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, anyone of you are having any doubts or any comments?
Hare Krishna Mataji. This is Sutapa, 3 sons, same as like Lord Vishnu. You told Vamana Deva, Krishna, Vasudeva, and Devaki. And what is another Mataji?
Krishna Garbha.
Vishnu Garbha.
Suttapa son is Krishna Garbha. Suttapa and Prishni are there. So for that, for both of the couple, Krishna Garbha was the Krishna. He is one of the incarnation of Krishna, Krishna Garbha.
Vishnu Garbha.
Yeah. Krishna Garbha, Vamana Deva, and Krishna.
Who is the father of Vishnu Garbha Mataji? Father and mother?
Huh?
Vishnu Garbha.
Uttapa.
Prishni is the mother, Suttapa is the father.
Okay.
Vasudeva, in that, when he was doing all the penance, no, at that time their name was Prishni and Suttapa.
And Mataji, this Vishwatomukha, where they will reach. Ekatvena is reaching Brahma Jyoti. Pritikwena reaching the demigod planets. But Vishwatomukha, where they will their destination?
See, Vishwatomukha means it is a
Universal
universal form that is shown to Arjuna.
Yes,
It
Mataji.
is only shown to Arjuna. It doesn't have any type of abouts. See, now Rama is having an abode in Goloka Vaikuntha as Ayodhya Dham. Because whoever were maybe the worshippers, ever worships, there are many souls, no, there are different types of worshippers. So one is interested in worshipping the Lord as Rama only. So the Rama, all the worshippers of Rama will go to Ayodhya Dham, where they will be having lot of influence of Rama only. So in that way, if we are worshipping Krishna, we'll go to Goloka Vrindavan. So different dhams are there, no, to go for different worshippers, as explained while I was giving you this different stories of Brahma in I forgot the name. So I have given you this Devi Dham, Hari Dham, and Vishnu Dham. In Vishnu Dham, these are the spiritual planets.
Yes.
See, Vaikunthas in different Vaikunthas. One Vaikuntha is Ayodhya Dham, one Vaikuntha is Krishna Dwaraka. One Vaikuntha, different Vaikuntha Dhams will be there, no? In that way, this Vishwatamukha that doesn't have any type of dham there in Goloka Vrindavan or Vaikuntha planets. So this Vishwatamukha, that is a temporary. The persons who are worshipping this universal form, they will come back to earth only and they'll be in the repeated birth and death cycle.
Okay.
Because it is incorrect form of worshipping of Lord Krishna. Lord Krishna must be correctly formed, means we have to have a direct interaction, direct relationship with Lord Krishna. If we are going through demigod, it is indirect worship. This is the wrong worship because it is only a form. It is a material form. The material form that is shown to Arjuna is Vishwatamukha, the universal form. This doesn't have any type of abode. So these people will be revolving in this cycle of birth and death here only.
And
you
also,
got it, Prabhu?
Yes, Mataji. Thank you, Mataji. And also, you told today analogy, rooting the plants, watering the roots of the plant, and taking the food to stomach. Krishna is enjoyer and master of the sacrifices.
Krishna is the enjoyer, Krishna is the master. We have to take shelter of Krishna. Krishna is in the form of rain. He is in the form of Om. He is in the master. If you take Krishna, if you can see the other person, he is having the speech power, that is Krishna. If he is having the muscle power, he is Krishna. So different powers, different qualities of the superior persons, that are all Krishna only.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Okay, we will conclude this section by saying Vaishnava Pranam. Murli Prabhu, kindly go ahead.
Okay. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha
Vanchakalpatarubhyasya
कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च
कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च
पतितानां पावनेभ्यो
पतितानां पावनेभ्यो
वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः।
वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः।
अनंतकोटि वैष्णव वृंद की
जय।
श्रील प्रभुपाद की
जय।
श्री गुरु महाराज की
जय।
नित्याय गौर प्रेमानंदे।
हरि हरि।
हरे कृष्ण।
हरे कृष्ण माता जी, हरे कृष्ण प्रभु।
हरे कृष्ण।